How are we doing, everybody? It's been a while. I figured this is worth documenting. This is going to be just a quick video. There's a little bit of noise in the background, but hopefully it won't be too much. Behind me is an old McCormick-Deering corn sheller. I've set this thing up to run and be practical to use today. Let's check it out. So ignore the messy shop. Yeah, it's a nightmare in here. I thought this was going to be an easy one because it already had a pulley on it. That's why I bought it. That pulley was where that larger one was. But after I got all of the motor and everything rigged up, it ended up being 2 times faster than it needed to be. So I ended up having the pulley in the shed. We were able to just put that on there. I did have to weld it to that because it was made for a larger bushing. So we welded it up to the bushing there, got it pretty straight. And at some point in the 70 or 80 years, maybe even 100 that this has been around, it fell over and the flywheel got bent. So we had to remove the flywheel to change the pulley. And while we had it off, I was able to straighten the flywheel. It still has a little bit of a wobble in it, but it is straight enough. We had to slow it down because it was going way too fast. It was cranking about yay fast. And while I'm sure you could do that for a little bit, it's actually made to really turn about this fast, which would be a normal crank speed. So that's why we put the bigger pulley on. And yeah, let's fire it up so you guys can see it run. After we've done some messing with it, it's running pretty good. It's running at the right speed. That green belt is TPU transmission belt. It's important that you get the tension set right so you don't blow out the bushings. This thing's ready to hit the market. It's going to be for sale. It's really cool. It's made to where you can run it with a motor. That's why it has those tapered gears there. Not bad for throwing it together real quick. We put this nice 2x4 frame under it with some wheels, make it easy to move around. Hopefully that'll keep it from falling over on its flywheel. So yeah, you can see it still has a little bit of a wobble, but it is way better than it was. It was so bad that it would move the entire thing because it pivots on the wheels. Anyway, let's bolt the safety shield up and get this thing cleaned off and get it on the market. Here's the safety shield. We've got to sell it, with something that's going to keep people's hands out of it. Wanted it to be period correct. I highly doubt that they would have a swept welded sheet metal guard in the 1920s. So this wood guard is nice and bright. It's really cool, and I think it pops really well. And here she be, folks. We are ready to start clear coating the wood. It's looking pretty good. Definitely a salvaged piece of history, and it is still practical today because a corn sheller produced by a current company is way more expensive than this is going to be. This does the same job. It does just as good as a new one, and it's a cool piece of history that's still practical. Fires right up. We got the speed dialed in. That's freaking perfect. Let's clear coat it, and then after a couple of days, we can run some corn through it and let you guys see it. Let's clear coat it. This is what we're using. Let's go. Now that looks pretty good. I like it. I like it. I like it. This Rust-Oleum clear coat isn't as good as varnish, but it's better than just not putting it on at all, and I don't have enough time to wait for varnish to cure. So I'm gonna say that this is a win. Looking pretty good. I like it. Okay, we've allowed the clear coat to harden up. I love that Rust-Oleum stuff. It dries in about 15 minutes. We're going to do a test I've already ran a couple of ears just to get it dialed in and make sure everything was good. Let's hit the power. She fires right up. All right, now for the ultimate test. Works good. Let's do one more. Here we go. Right through it. Doesn't even stammer. Let's give it one more. Blows out the chaff. Eventually the cobs make their way out and they get kicked out. There it goes. One more. There it goes. Uno más. Pretty cool to watch it work again after 100 years. This thing was used as a lawn ornament for a while. Now it's back into service. Can't beat that. Now you could turn this into cracked corn for cattle or anything that you could use shelled corn for. Let's do two more and we're going to call it a day. Feed one in here. That's a lot of fun. And then they just come out the end there. I love it, absolutely love it. I'm gonna say that is a success. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little piece of history. It's pretty satisfying to take these old things, especially this one, which was being used as a yard ornament for a number of years, and bringing them back to life, making them serviceable. Somebody's actually going to get some use out of this. And not only is it practical, you could use it today in like seed corn research. It's also a cool piece of history. I just love it, absolutely love it. Thanks for watching.